Today is today is September 27th, 2024. And it's interesting to me that um, muscle memory plays a significant part in performing certain physical activities like golfing, like baseball, like football, like basketball, and and um, and the Summer Olympics, the uh, the uh, the races that they do, right? The 100 meter, um, and it has to perform with a coordination of recognizing the starting signal and attaching it to the movement of the body on for instance, the 100-meter dash. A coordinated effort needs to occur because the feet are staggered. And then once that signal is heard to start, that has to be processed and the body has to respond in kind. Not too early, not too late, but just at the right moment. And I was I am actually a dishwasher. And at age 55, my upper body and leg strength are still intact. I have lots of gray hair, so um, due to the fact that my finances are severely compromised at this stage because of the financial situation that I'm in, that I have to shave my head. So, so when I shave it, before I shave it, when it grows out a little bit, at this stage, my hair is practically all white. It has become, I heard there's some sort of the follicle on YouTube. Apparently, there's some follicle things along with nutrition that impacts the way that the hair color is there. And so, at my age and the way that I uh, have nutrition in me, I have lots of white hair. Even my mustache, if it grows out, I can see like fine absence of color, and it is just essentially just clear and white. So at my age, what I have been doing is for the past 4 years, 4 years, I've been washing dishes, and the routines are essentially the same. Uh, I use the sink on the right, rinse things first. Whatever's left over, I used a scrubby to scrub off and clean the inside and outside. And then I put it onto the uh, a tray, and then I stack it on the tray so that the upper part and the bottom part of the water jets will thoroughly uh, envelop the dishes that are in the dishwashing machine. Some are heavy, some are light, some are small, some are big, some are shaped like a spatula because it is a spatula. Some are like frying pans, some are like big hotel pans, right? And so those I have to scrub. And some of these big pots, what I have to do is I have to get one of those wire wool, metal wool, and then I have to scrub the bottom to get the uh, to get the uh, to get the ashes off, the soot off, and then I have to rinse it and put it and cycle it through the dishwashing machine as it performs a couple of things. One of them is disinfects and it cleans. And so I have built up a uh, muscle mass and the mindset and the knowledge within the past 4 years to perform the duty as a dishwasher. And I do that quite well. And when I do that, initially it was very tough. It was difficult because I had to build my mind and my arm and my shoulders to absorb all these movements that are unique to washing dishes, picking up things, rinsing, and all the scrubbing and all that. It requires a specific set of muscles to perform the duty as a dishwasher. And digging through the trash can to make sure that the baskets are retrieved instead of being tossed out into the trash can. So these are the things that I have been doing for the past 4 years. And I've become acclimated to the environment in body and mind. And so I built up this muscle memory. The memory has been muscled and the muscle has been memorized. And I use it in a quite effective manner, such that when somebody new comes in, they try what I do, and then they say, what I do is very difficult because their muscle memory has not been established. What I've noticed about day trading is now that I'm not sure how to describe this, but somehow I used to be, I in the recent past, what I would be doing is I would be so overwhelmed with the amount of information in trading that every day was something that's new to discover. And recently, in about a week or two, in about a week, I realized that it became a repetitive process. And 1 week goes by, 1 month goes by, a day goes by, another day goes by, and month goes by, another month goes by, and a year goes by. And what I've noticed is that the market remains the same. It goes up, it goes sideways, it comes down. But before about a week or two, everything was so complex and foggy and unable to understand. Now, when I look at it, I say to myself, oh, it's in a downtrend. I have a severe allergy to the downtrends because when I attempt to short or go long, I'm generally going to pay the price of not being right with my thesis. And so I identify what the market is doing based on the behavior of the candlestick. And so for the past 4 years, right along with washing dishes, what I have managed to do is to muscle my memory and create uh, a muscle memory my muscle, memory my muscle, and muscle my memory. Essentially, that's what I've been doing. Muscle my memory. That's what I've been doing for the past 4 years, right along with washing dishes. And therefore, I have acclimated myself to clicking, looking at the charts, and then looking at what's happening, and then make the appropriate decisions that I need to do. For instance, today, for quite a while, whenever I see a parabolic move, especially today with the UJ, I mean, it was like dropping like that. Some news came out apparently, and it started to drop. What I normally did in the past is like a distracted dog. You know, uh, when you call out a dog's name, they go, "What? Huh?" and just looks right back. Right? That's the state that I was in for many years, attempting to understand. Just grab a just a thread of understanding of what day trading is. Now that I have seen it over and over and over, thousands and thousands and thousands of times, I have muscled my memory, and I have I have created a muscle memory, memoried my muscled my memory. And so now when I look at it, it used to be foggy and very, very difficult to understand when I look at it. Now there's some sort of clarity that I can see it, and I can recognize it. And if I do this, it's right. But if I don't do this, then it's wrong. And if I jump in too early, I know what I expect. And I can think ahead while on the fly. Whereas before, when I was, it was essentially uncoordinated efforts between my mind and my body attempting to coordinate itself as a team to trade properly. But this, but the body was deficient and the mind was deficient in order to deal with the market, and therefore it did not have the muscle of my memory, muscle of my memory, muscle of memory, a muscle of my memory. It did not have that, and now it's like, okay, today's Monday, today's Tuesday, today's Wednesday, today's Thursday, today's Friday. Okay, weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I don't trade. Okay. Then the next week starts. It's the same thing. I look at it. It goes up. It comes down. It goes sideways. That's it. It's been like that. It's been like it's like it's like the sun rises from the east and sets on the west for millions and millions and millions of years. Okay. Each day, the sun rises from the east and falls on the west. Okay. And day trading, the chart formation, as Al Brooks stated, what was charted in 1901 or whenever the market started, where bags of rice were sold in Japan, where the candlestick formation was generated, the 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 price action of those charts is the same as it was in 1901 or 1929 as it is now. It is essentially on a foundational level, on a on a fundamental level. It moves up, it goes sideways, it goes down. It's repeated day after day after day after day since the birth of the market, and it continues now. As I'm looking at it, I'm looking at this chart. It moves up and down, and it dithers a little bit, but it's one thing that's for sure. It goes up, it goes sideways, it goes down. And then it's ho hum at this stage because I've made day trading world. I made it such that through repetitive, repetitive, and numerous thousands of repetitive actions, coordination of the mind and body to decipher what's going on with the market, that the market remains the same. It goes up, it goes sideways, and it goes down. That's fundamentally the same. And so just like the coordinated efforts that's required to hit a ball out of the park with a home run, there has to be a coordination with an emphasis on hitting it just right with the right amount of heat and right amount of the bat, and at the right moment, and it'll go. It'll go because the mind and the body has coordinated itself to match wherever that ball is going to be and hit it right out of the park. So I have essentially and will be and getting closer to becoming more robust, a solution to the market. And it is essentially muscling my memory. And uh, and creating a muscle memory. I am memory muscling and something like that. Okay. I'm creating a muscle memory. Okay. I'm creating a muscle memory on my physical presence and also creating a uh, creating and the same thing with my mind as well. I'm creating a muscle memory as well. Muscle memory. The same thing applies. Yeah.